Okay, this is Weather Outlook. This is your update for Monday, April 28th. We'll discuss the possibilities of severe storms, especially for Western VA. And then we'll also see, was there any chance that weather had a reasoning for the Spain's blackout? I don't think so, but we'll discuss that really quick. Also, want to let you know that weather-outlook.com is free to view. I really didn't get any comments about anybody that checked it out, but I'd appreciate it. It's a lot of work, and if nobody's going to view it, then why should I kill myself? But I'd like to know if anybody is checking it out. It's free, no catch. Just turn it on. You can put the app on your phone. You can do whatever you want and do it that way. So just so you know. Your temperature is going to be around 8 o'clock tonight. You can see basically everybody's in the 60s, maybe a couple of mountainous areas that are in the upper 50s, but basically 60s as we get closer to midnight. Let's see, we get this to around midnight. A lot of areas are dropped into the 50s, but you don't see any freezing temperatures. Even up by Pittsburgh and eastern New Jersey, temperatures are still in the 60s at midnight. And as we go to morning, stop time, this is around 7 o'clock in the morning. Not much has changed. It's still 50s in between, 60s out west, and maybe a 60 along the coast of New Jersey still. As we get into the afternoon hours, take a look down here. You can see 80s popping up. Normally where they don't. Now this is a 4 in the afternoon. You can see upper 70s in a lot of areas. Right along the coast, the breeze off the water. Like I told you in the video yesterday that um, coastal waters are cold still, so it's keeping the air temperatures along the shore down. But still, you can see basically 70s for the most part across the state. Now, tomorrow night, if there's going to be any precipitation, you can see here, this is around 4 in the afternoon. You can see there is a couple of showers. Maybe most of the thunderstorm activities is up towards New York. As we get into, let's see, where we go. Let's slow this down just a little bit. Okay, now as we bring this into action here, this is Tuesday evening. This is around 5 o'clock. You can see only a smattering of showers out here. There is a line which I wish you could see it, but it goes basically from Portland on up into the Adirondacks. There could be some severe weather up there, some hail, I would think, going on with this. But this takes you out to around 6 o'clock. Still, Pennsylvania, a couple pop-ups. That's about it. This is around 7. This is around 8 o'clock. And now you can see the line up here by Erie. So it's not during the day tomorrow. It's at night. Now, if it was during the day tomorrow, these would even be stronger because it would interact with the sun and the heating of that. So that's one less thing to worry about. But this is still a pretty strong front coming down with some thunderstorms. And here you can see it around 9 o'clock tomorrow night. It's nothing. It's not a like a derecho or anything like that. But these thunderstorms that are here, or heavier rain showers that are involved here, will come across. There is, and I looked at it. There is a chance that some of them could be severe. But as you can see here, around 10 o'clock, they're moving to the east and they're getting smaller. Here's 11. Here's 12. Here's 1. Here's 2. And basically, we have nothing but some sprinkles going across the area at that point in time. Now, this is a composite. You don't normally see this, but this kind of shows you the composite, what they would call supercells. And this is tomorrow evening around 6. The conditions would be there for these supercells, but you can see as it moves to the east overnight, it kind of dies out. Your tornado possibilities or your probabilities, the brighter the color, the darker the reddish colors, the more chance. This is on a scale of 0 to 10. If you back this up, you can see as it comes off the lakes, right along the lakes, there's a 4 in 10 chance that you might see or tornado development. And then as you can see, it moves. It's basically around the lakes or just off the lakes in Northwest. There's a little bit of a chance through here um, as it towards the nighttime hours, just around 8 o'clock. And you can see kind of a line right here, the secondary line back here. Um, but then you can see it really doesn't continue east. So the eastern part of PA, New Jersey, and Delaware have nothing to worry about, at least as of the way it looks right now. I'm just going to quickly go over the Spain issue. This is Spain and Portugal here, and then France is up this way. First thing you heard out of the press was that it was some atmospheric phenomena. No, it wasn't. There was some kind of discussion that there was temperature gradient and things like that had something to do with it. No. There was discussion that um, somebody, it was like a where there's electronic pulse, EMF or whatever you call it, that would have done it. No, that was not it either. It couldn't have done that either. The pulse, what it was, is sincerely, once the grid is weakened out, it goes down, and they don't have safety systems in place that stops it from going from one place to another place. I can remember back in the 60s. Um, there was a power outage in the northeastern part of the United States, went all the way up the coast. It's because they didn't have safety precautions involved. So everything just goes out, and when one goes out, it's like it's like domino effect. Boom, boom, boom. Everything goes down. Now they're trying to restart it. The problem with the restart process is you can't just turn it all on at one time. You blow it back up again. So you got to turn it on one section at a time, a little at a time, until you get everything restarted again. That's what's going on. That's what they're trying to do. That's why they said it could take 10 hours, whatever. Yeah, they just can't turn the whole thing on. It's like if you had one plug in the wall and you had all these extensions and you had, all kinds of ampage going into that one plug, and you turn the light all on one time and you have everything's already on, it'll pop your fuse. Well, basically, they just can't turn it all on at one time. So that's what the whole thing was all about. No weird UFO crap or anything like that. There was nothing like that. But I did notice that the airports down here had backup systems, unlike Heathrow in London. At least they had that much, which was good. Planes were still flying in, flying out. I checked. And again, if you're wondering what this cold thing up here, these are mountains separating Spain and France. Big ski area up here. So that's what's going on there. Okay, that's the little bit I've got to add to the story. Um, I did some checking, and that's the reasoning. Anything else you hear from anybody else is pure. They want TV time, I guess. All right, everybody, take care. Be safe out there. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. And one other thing I want to add: please check out weather-outlook.com, and in Facebook, in the message section, leave me notes whether it's worth it, if it's any good, if it's bad, whatever. I'll update it every few days. It was updated yesterday. I'll probably update it again maybe tomorrow. But what I'm trying to basically get at is it worth my effort and time to do all that? Because I'm at a point now where I'm not getting any donations to pay for my expenses, and I'm just trying to figure out which is the way to go with everything. And as usual, these are your ways you can make a donation if you want to help out and cover some of the costs that I put in. I would appreciate it. And if you can't, I still appreciate the thought. Okay, now I'm saying goodbye. I'll talk to you tomorrow.